Hello, everyone.
I almost fell. Did you see that? See, this is where it goes wrong. What's up to everybody watching us streaming on the internet? By the way, we're on the iHeartPlayer, so I hope you guys all did your makeup today. What's up? They just said don't use your flash. Does anybody actually ever use flash anymore? I took a photo class, and the guy was like, whatever you do, don't use flash. Flash is the enemy. So just keep that in mind, especially today, by the way.
As
I'm
the lady,
sorry.
we know the up and tilt angle. That's all we need to know, right? Up and tilt, up and tilt. So we love doing shows like this because it's, one, exciting to have an artist that we all love here in person, and he's literally a few feet away. So that's
right.
exciting, I'm sure,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We're excited. And then we get to meet you guys. And I think this is the most excited crowd we may have ever come into contact with.
You know what? We had so much fun in the conference room getting food. I wanted to get a t-shirt that says, what happens in the conference room stays in the conference room. It was ridiculous. By the way, thank you to everybody for listening to the show, 6 to 10 a.m., for those of you on the internet. And also, don't think that it's lost on us that you guys took a half day to come hang out with us. So thank you for taking the day off.
Let's be honest. For some, it was a whole day. It's all right.
Let's be even more honest,
all right.
and for 100% of them, it was actually because of Ed Sheeran. So let's just...
Yeah.
Ready to bring him out? I said, are you ready to bring him out? Let's welcome back to the Bay. He's got a new album out June 23rd called Multiply. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Sheeran.
That's quite nice. Sweet. How's everyone doing?
We're doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right as well.
He's doing good. We've had several people who are here right now. Actually, we're at our last show with you, which is exciting. Do you see that often? People come to your shows multiple times, a few nights in a row?
Yeah, more often than not, to be honest.
You've got super fans, like super fans.
Yeah, or just a small fan base that make it look like a big thing.
That makes it multiply.
Yes, there you go.
Oh,
Yes.
we'll play
No,
on
look at
words there. What?
Look at that.
See that? The little X on the guitar, that's new.
Yeah, no, this is a new. Can I get this mic up a tiny bit? Is that all right? So do I look at? Hello. Yeah, it's a new guitar. It was a custom made. Not this one actually. This one's the one that likes to get beaten up. I have one that is like really nice wooden stuff that I use for recording, but this is the one to tour with because you can slap it about a bit.
Sure.
You can slap it around.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, that's why I always called my guitars male names because I did slap them around a bit, and it'd be awkward if it.
So the name on this particular one?
This one isn't named. This one's only about a week old.
Oh, wow.
I
Is
haven't
there
even-
anyone you'd like to name it after so you can slap it around?
Are you fighting with anyone?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No, I'm quite a placid person.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
We're just excited. That's all right. We like to let it set in. It's really funny because for us, we love you, but it feels like it's a mini concert today, you know? So we get to see a small portion of what you experience probably all the time. I don't know how many shows is normal for you per week, like 3 or 4 or 5, depending on where you're at.
At the moment, it's averaging around 3 or 4 a day, so it's
Okay.
a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Not only is he, let's just put it into perspective. How many are you doing today?
3.
There are 3 performances today.
But these are like mini performances today,
Right.
like in England and Ireland, Australia, and France. Like basically every single country apart from America, we've done these thing called multiple days. We're doing them in America next month, but you kind of start off at a venue with like 30 people, play for an hour.
Sure.
Then you go to a venue with 200 people and you play for an hour, and then you go to a venue with 2,000 people and you play for an hour, and then we did 6 in 48 hours in Australia, but we did like press and radio in between. So
Right.
you get up at 5, play in a fan's living room, go and do breakfast and radio, TV, sort of stuff, and then you'd play a gig at lunchtime, and then do press in the evening, then play another gig. And because it's Australia, that you then go out afterwards and drink.
Yeah,
You roll into
absolutely.
the next one. But
And then you busk, right? After a few cocktails, you busk.
did I do that? No, I don't think.
Are you still doing that, by the way? Because we had Passenger here a couple of weeks ago. and
Yeah, that's his lane.
Right,
I'll
right.
leave him to do that.
You can't, right? Because you'll die, right?
I don't know. I think people will quite like it if I busk, but I
Does
never.
anyone know what busking is?
I'm sorry,
'Cause
yeah,
it
let's-
does sound like a
let's
naughty
back it
You
up.
word.
stand out on the street with a guitar case and ask for money.
You guys seen that kid at the Powell Street cable car? and he just has the speaker and he's just singing Bruno Mars at the top of his lungs. If he had a guitar and some talent, then that would be, I'm kidding, that would be Ed.
Wow.
That was a joke. I'm sorry. Wow,
That's
that was
quite
on the
mean.
internet.
That
My
is
mom's gonna
totally
yell
owe
at
that guy 20
My
bucks
mom's
now.
gonna yell at me.
Oh man.
Anyway, but just to put in perspective, like as rock and roll
Sorry.
as this moment is right here, Ed also will be on The Voice tomorrow night.
Well, we're shooting it tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know when it airs. Does The Voice usually air the day you shoot it? Yeah. Is it airing tomorrow? It's airing tomorrow.
You probably have people here that know your schedule better than you do.
Well, no, I know my schedule, but usually we shoot these things and then they come out. Like I did like the mentoring on The Voice last year, and I shot that around 5 months before it came out.
Okay.
I'd forgotten I'd done it, and then everyone was like, "Oh, we just saw you on The Voice," and I was like, "Oh, yeah." But yeah, and then we do Ellen on Wednesday. Should be fun.
He's going to be on stage with Ellen. Who doesn't want that?
Are you going to dance with Ellen?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Clearly, a lot of people want.
Right?
Yeah. No, but I have. Ellen gave me a pair of boxers last time that I do wear quite a lot, so I'm going to try and wear them to the.
Oh, how fun.
Have you seen them? There's the boxers. They say Ellen on them, and yeah, they're really comfy.
What sort of free gift are you hoping for this time around?
I'm hoping she doesn't dig too deep in the interview because she's always one to not really be politically correct and just go straight for the jugular.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you afraid she's going to hand you?
Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff.
I think it's cute you actually wear the undies, though. you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
That's
you know,
cute.
like I wear what's clean, and there was a day where I'd used all my underwear and the Ellen underwear was sitting there, and I was like, do I turn the others inside out and go for
Again.
that?
Guys
or-
do that for real?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
so
Definitely.
gross.
Definitely. But
If a woman told
You're
her
not-
girlfriend that, we would never be a friend with her again.
I know,
Like,
but it's. I think it's easier for girls to go commando than guys because we have like stuff to keep in.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, we've really brought
Heaven
We do
forbid you
too,
meet
but
the
it-
zipper.
it. Yeah.
Nobody wants to meet the zipper.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Women
That's
have
not
stuff
good.
to keep in too, but it's up here, and that's why we have Spanx.
What's
That's
what's Spanx?
what is Spanx?
What are Spanx?
Oh, it's
I'll let you
okay.
take this one.
It's good that you don't need to know. Spanx keep your muffin in. It's like a nice elasticy thing you wear so
It's
you
a
don't have
lie.
any rolls.
Is what
this
it
in
is.
England as well? I've never heard
Let
of
us
it.
live the lie.
Is this just an American thing or?
I don't know. I don't know if it's abroad,
Is
but
it in
the woman
English?
who.
I don't think it's in England.
But if they
Italians
do,
do it.
it's just if you're wearing something that
Where
might
did it
show
where
a
did it
little bit of.
originate? I'm gonna
here
take
in
a
the US.
ballpark guess
A
and
young
say
woman
Texas.
is now a billionaire for making them.
Billionaire.
Billionaire because it's a huge market. Nobody wants to know you have rolls. We don't want anyone to see that, so we flatten it
But
all
that's
out.
human. That's human. You're meant to
Not
have.
on camera.
Really?
Not on camera.
I don't know.
Sandy, are you wearing Spanx right now?
No, but I am wearing a tunic. A
So
tunic
what if
top.
you're
There's-
what if you're like morbidly obese and they say Spanx can make your rolls disappear and you buy them and it doesn't make your rolls disappear because you're morbidly obese?
Then you can sue them in a class action and get $94.
Actually, what legitimately, or do they cost?
No,
94?
legitimately. There was a company that makes shoes that are basically foot gloves,
Yeah,
and
I've
made a
seen that.
bunch of. They made a bunch of claims that they help you run better because they're barefoot and helps your balance, and 5 different things that were complete lies. This just happened a couple days ago. Now they're in a class action lawsuit. They were a $100 pair of shoes. Everybody's going to get $94 back because of lawyers. I guess.
Everyone that bought a pair.
If you file, yeah.
Mhm.
If you
Wow.
file.
People
Really?
do that a lot here. It's kind of annoying.
It's America, man. We love to sue. It's what we
Yeah,
do.
I heard a story. I heard a story about someone that I was working with did a lot of the LL Cool J stuff back in the day, and a homeless man got a lawyer and said, "Right, I'm LL Cool J. Let's sue this guy that says he's LL Cool J." And of course, the lawyer was like, "Cool, I'm going to get paid out of this anyway." So took LL Cool J to court, and it cost $1 million to prove that this homeless man wasn't LL Cool J. Wow, how mad's that? Any one of you could take me to court right now and say I'm Ed.
I'm Ed Sheeran.
And we'd have to prove it. But don't, please.
This is what happens when you're famous. I want to take it back just to the first album really quick because you said that, and then all I see is the video with your doppelganger in it, the kid that with the red
Doppelganger.
hair. I'm sorry, the kid with the red hair and everything in it, where he was
Oh yeah, Rupert Grint.
through
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody through the video thought it was you, or sort of, or whatever, because you were just kind of coming on the scene.
What's mad is he actually, because he's obviously quite a famous actor, like being
Right.
in all the Harry Potter films. And what's mad is people now mistake him for me. Like he said,
Yes.
he was in. I can't remember who was in a conversation with someone like Simon Le Bon from Duran Duran, and just Simon Le Bon being like, "I really like your music," and him just being like, "Oh, cool, thanks."
That's when you know you've made it, right there, Simon the
Yeah,
Bard.
yeah. Well, no, I don't think it was Simon. It was one person like that. Someone with like, you know, like that bouffant
Sure,
of hair from
sure.
the 80s. They haven't quite let go of it.
Man,
Yeah.
we're excited to have you here in the VIP Lounge. You guys want to hear some music? New album's out June 23rd called Multiply. Ed Sheeran, y'all.
All right. Can I get the guitar up as well? Who am I looking? Who's doing this? Oh, hey man, sorry. Can I get the guitar up as well? Jesus, I had it on mute. That was my fault. I'm sorry, man. Right, so this song isn't a new song, but I'll play a couple of other ones after this. White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but the face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries, and they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand and goes mad for a couple grams, and she don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly now. Ripped gloves, raincoat, tried to swim and stay afloat, dry house, wet clothes. Loose change, banknotes, weary-eyed, dry throat, cool girl, no phone. They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but the face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries, and they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand and goes mad for a couple grams, and she don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Now an angel died, covered in white, with closed eyes and hoping for a better life. This time now we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line. Oh. And we're all under the upper hand and go mad for a couple grams, and we don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe we'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly, and fly, fly, for angels to fly, to fly, fly, for angel to die.
There it is.
Thanks.
Before we continue, there's a girl in the front row, and I'm not going to look at her, but she's recording the whole thing, and you have the most piercing eye of the sun light on you. I can't see anything now. I love you so much. Don't do that again. I'll cry. Okay.
What?
She's got a light on her camera video that's right.
Oh, a flash.
Yeah, it's like a tractor beam. It's like the face of the sun.
Oh.
It's all right. I'm not calling. Don't put the camera on her,
Her
because
fault.
then.
It's the camera company's fault if it's like really bright. Yeah.
No, before you came out, we had this big discussion about please turn your flashes off. By the way,
Right.
turn your flashes off.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Okay, I was up here.
You're ruining
Well,
it
I
for
felt fine.
everyone.
So you can keep doing what you're doing.
Anyway, everybody's excited. You guys excited? Ed Sheeran's in the building. This is fun.
I have a question. So your schedule's like insane.
Sometimes.
When
yeah.
you do get a day where you don't have 8 million things and you have maybe like a few blocks of hours where you can do stuff, can you go out or is it too hard?
How do you blow off steam?
I just have so many people that are kind of fighting to kind of hang out because I haven't seen them in a while, and it's quite bad because I'm doing this promo trip and I'm traveling the world, but I actually haven't got any time to do anything other than work. And I go to these cities and there's people I haven't seen for like a year, and they're like, "Let's hang out, man." And I'm like, "Oh, I can't," and I feel really rude. So when I do have a spare moment, I usually find one of them and hang out with them. But it's usually at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I shouldn't really be doing it. I should be in bed.
Have you ever been outed where you like were on the DL like, look, man, we have an hour to hang out, just me and you, don't tell anybody, and then you show up and there's 800 people there? Does that ever happen? Like with your friends? Or are they pretty cool still?
No, they're pretty cool. I don't know if they'd be a friend if they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But you can't go out in public anymore just on your own.
I mean, I can. To be honest, I feel if I go out on my own, no one has a clue. Because they don't expect me to go out on my own. So I do, whenever I do that, as long as I'm not with someone, you know, my manager's quite a big fella, and people think he's my bodyguard.
Right.
So if I go out with him, people clock it. But if I literally go out on my own, people would be like, "Is that?" No, he wouldn't go out on his own. So yeah, and it only backfired once. I went to Westfield Shopping Centre, which is like I don't know what.
Yeah, we have those here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my own to buy a DVD, and I went into HMV, which is our equivalent of like Target or something. And I went in and I was just looking at the shelves, and then I looked round and there's like 400 kids blocking the entrance, and I'm like, this is going to be difficult to get out. Yeah, so that wasn't fun.
Did you have to play the guitar on the way out or anything?
No, I took a few pictures, but when there's 400 kids, like you're either going to be there all day or you get the hell out. There was another time actually where I was in Edinburgh and I was playing headlining a festival called Rock Nest Festival, and there's probably about 60,000 people going, and I was headlining the Sunday, and I was in Edinburgh, and it was a choice of get a train that will take an hour or get in a car and it will take like 4 hours, and I was like, bugger it, I'll just get the train. But the only train that goes to Rock Nest, which is in Inverness, the only train that goes there is the festival train. So I get on the train and I'm with everyone that's coming to see me that night. And I'm like, and I'm on my own as well. So, both those times backfired. But like, I don't know. I went to go and watch a film on my own in West End the other day in Leicester Square, and got the tube home. And you kind of see people going, and then go. So yeah, it works.
Nice.
You can be inconspicuous.
Is it a different sensation for you to hear a song of yours in a movie as opposed to on the radio, or does it all kind of blend?
Yeah, you kind of forget it's in the movie, actually, to be honest. When I saw was at the Hobbit premiere, like, I kind of knew I was there because my song was in the Hobbit, and then I forgot that my song was in the Hobbit, and then I watched the film because I'm really into the Hobbit, and then it came on and I was like, oh yeah, cool. I guess it's a different sensation because you're used to turning on the radio and hearing music, but in terms of like cinema, it's usually just orchestral background music, unless it's like a film like Garden State or something like that. But so it was quite cool to.
Well, in the new movie too, Fault of Our Stars, you've got one of your songs in that too.
Yeah, that should go down well. I think that's quite a
That looks like a tearjerker. I'm gonna bring tissues.
Film, yeah. Don't go and watch that if you're in a bad mood, 'cause it sends you further down. It's a very beautiful film though, and it's I think that'll be the film of the year. I don't know if like critically it will. There's always like an Oscar film that someone like, you know, like Matthew McConaughey did the Dallas Buyers Club. There'll be one of them that will be like the critical film, but this will be the film of the year, I think.
I want to get into the music for 1 second. So you got the new album coming out June 23rd. It's called Multiply. And we interviewed Christina Perri here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she was so stoked to work with you on her album.
Yeah.
And the song is fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Who do you get hit up from to collaborate with that you weren't expecting? Anybody hit you up to say, let's do a song together? We're like, really?
Yeah, I was at, I mean, I'm getting a lot of people asking for songs to be written.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where the money is, right? Is the songwriting?
Not really, no. You get. I mean, that's where the kudos
It's
is.
YouTube
Okay.
hits.
I think you're always going to make money playing live shows. More money than I think 6% of my income is CD sales. So everything's live. But for me as a songwriter, I think it's really cool to spread your oats.
Sure.
If that's, I don't know.
Your seed.
That means
your
something
oats.
different in America. But
Still talking about songwriting.
Still talking about songwriting, but no, I don't know if necessarily that's where the money's at. But I think like as a musician, you like to be respected by other musicians.
Sure.
And that's definitely something on the list that if you like Bruno Mars it kills it, and everyone's like, oh, Bruno's an amazing performer and a songwriter for himself, but he can also do FU for CeeLo and Tooted and Boot It. No one knew that. Look at that. And what else did he do? Bubble Butt. You know, he did that bubble.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Bruno Mars going bubble butt, bubble bubble bubble. That's Bruno. But so like stuff like that's quite cool. So yeah, I've been hit up by a few people. I did my first EDM track. I did a top line on a Martin Garrix tune, and through that, David Guetta wants me to write a song but not feature on a song. So that'll be fun. Hilary Duff, we just cut her first single.
Okay.
Did a song for Usher with Skrillex. That was quite fun. Rixton did their next single.
We're playing that on Star too. Yeah.
Thank
Or,
you.
maybe not that one, but
No,
one of
you should play the next single
Okay.
as well. Yeah. It's a
duly
good-
noted. Let me
It's a
put that
good one.
down.
It's called Hotel Ceiling. Who else? Yeah, I guess.
Do they tweet you or do they like contact your management?
No, I mean, I don't know. Usher was the weird one. I was at a Passover Seder because I'm. What's wrong with that? Like,
How dare you,
Nothing
whoever
wrong
that
with
was.
I was at a Passover Seder anyway. It was a very small one, and I was sat next to Usher. And I'd met him like once before, very briefly, but he's one of these people that you don't really expect to like be buddies with because he's
Or be
Usher,
at a
yeah.
Seder, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, it was a small. I mean, we'd have mutual
Okay.
Jewish friends, so
Okay.
and we were the only non-Jewish people there. But it was amazing because they were reading the Passover kind of book, and
Uh-huh.
after every
The
sentence,
Haggadah.
yes, L'chaim. After every sentence, you take a sip of wine. So
Yep.
by the end of it,
It's
we
my
all had
favourite
about 4
part.
glasses of wine each. And Usher kind of like leant over and he had downloaded my song. He's like, "Yeah, man," and I was like, he was like,
That's awesome.
he was like, "Man, I'm going to go to the studio after this. You want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And then so I went, and it was me.
Is this the part where you fly to Atlanta, or where was
no,
the
it was
studio?
It was literally round the corner. I think it was, yeah, literally like 10 minutes round the corner.
Okay.
But this was like midnight. So we got in at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was him, Skrillex, and Diplo, and Diplo buggered off. So it was just me, him, and Skrillex, and then we made a tune. Finished about 5:30 in the morning, and then I got an Uber driver. Do you
Yeah.
guys use Uber?
Oh, do we
So-
have Uber?
So
yeah.
this Uber driver pulls up, right, and she's got a car in front of her. So I get into the Uber car, and it's this driver, and then this guy gets out of the car in front, and he walks over, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, so this is my sister, and it's her first time ever driving today. So basically, don't mess with her." And I was like, "I won't." He's like, "Cool." But he follows the car, and anyway, but her sat nav didn't work, and she didn't know where to go. It was a first day, bless her, but like
What
at
city was
5:30
this
in the
in?
morning, LA, at 5:30 in the morning, you really want to get home. So
Yeah.
I got the sat nav up on my phone and directed her.
Oh, you
That
helped
was a
her
really
out.
pointless story, but I just thought I'd tell you. Yeah.
Backseat
Did she know
eh?
driver
who
in?
you were?
No,
Or in
they
LA,
were.
is it
I
always like that?
speak it. I do the impression because I can't do the accent, but they were very foreign.
Okay.
Like very foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So who would you want on your album now that you get to cash in on these favors that you've done for people?
What collaborations was?
Yeah, collaboration-wise.
I think unless I'm.
Or who did you
making-
get to collaborate on the new album? I guess is my real question.
No one. No one.
This is all you.
I mean, production-wise,
Yeah.
I had some really cool people. I had like Pharrell and Rick Rubin and Benny Blanco and Jeff
Okay.
Basker. Like some good names. And Jake, who I did the first record with. And yeah, like so collaborations on production, I had quite a lot of cool people. But in terms of like duets and stuff, yeah, I don't know. Unless I'm doing an actual project with
Right.
someone or working on someone else's music, I don't know if I should collaborate on my own records. Like you buy a Bob Dylan record or a Van Morrison record, and you rarely hear featuring 2 Chainz, you know. So I'd rather put myself in that category. And I think to put yourself in that category, you have to kind of put your foot down. And I'll work with anyone, but just on my own stuff, I won't.
Isn't it a good way to meet girls though? Like that's how I feel. No.
What, to do collaborations on your own
Yeah,
project?
you just call them up and be like, "Hey, you want to come down to my studio?" No, too much.
Yeah, but it's a better way if they ring you up and they're like, "Hey, do you want to come down to my studio?" Because then you don't have to
Okay.
wine and dine. You just kind of like you're already there, you know.
You're
If
already
you were
writing
gonna
a
do it.
song for her. You're already.
If you were gonna, but you're like super producer anyway, so you can just call up anyone.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
yo,
right. That's right. I
got a
like
beat
that.
for you. Like yeah, as Will I Am says in that tune, that what's the tune he does? You know, I'll be everywhere, everybody know me. Was that a hit here?
Is that Will I Am?
Yeah, Will I Am in French Montana and Wiz Khalifa and Miley Cyrus. But anyway, he says, all these chickens in my bed. I just give them beats or something like that. Just talking about the women. So like
Right.
gets them by like giving them beats.
It's
Imagine if
better
you
to
just had CDs that you just chucked at women and go there, have that. It's a beat.
Maybe that could be your code.
No.
Like you're just giving them beats.
Just giving it. Oh, actually, that's probably what he meant. That's probably what he meant.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably
Probably.
a double reason.
Ed
But you
Sheeran
should
and the
carry
VIP.
around like a stack of like beats, like one track on each one, but they're all exclusive. And when you just go into a club, you'd be like, "Hey, girl,"
It doesn't
up, girl?
work.
with your number written on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Just
I've
assuming
tried
that
it.
everyone's a singer.
That was me in the 90s. It doesn't work.
What was it? Was it legit? All right.
Ed Sheeran, man. Let's hear another song.
I'm going to play a song that I wrote for The Hobbit. Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's souls. And should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over during sun. If this is to end in fire, then we should all burn together. Watch the flames climb high into the night, calling out, Father, oh, stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. And if we should die tonight, then we should all die together. Raise a glass of wine for the last time, calling out, Father, oh, hold fast and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire hollowing souls. I see fire, blood in the breeze, and I hope that you remember me. And should my people fall, then surely I'll do the same. Finding mountain halls, we got too close to the flame, calling out, Father, oh, stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire following souls. I see fire, blood in the breeze, and I hope that you remember me. And if the night is burning, I cover my eyes, for if the dark returns, then my brothers will die. And as this sky is falling down, it crashed into this lonely town, and with that shadow upon the ground, I hear my people screaming now. I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollowing souls. I see fire, blood in the breeze. I see fire. Oh, you know I saw a city burning out. I see fire, feel the heat upon my skin, yeah. And I see fire. I see fire burn over and on the mountainside.
Ed Sheeran, everyone. So we had Mother's Day yesterday here.
Yeah, that really confused me because we've already had Mother's Day in England, but I'd forgotten we'd had it. So when I looked and everyone was like Mother's Day, I was like, oh, I've forgotten.
When is it in England?
We have it in March. It's literally it's lucky actually. It's always my mum's birthday. So yeah, so it's
You
lucky.
forgot,
It's kind
so
of
you
like a
forgot
double
two at
whammy.
the same
No,
time?
I forgot. I remembered the birthday because
Oh,
obviously
okay,
it was a Mother's Day and a birthday. I remembered that, but I forgot that I'd done it. So when I saw everyone going on about Mother's Day yesterday, I got all worried.
Oh, okay.
And then I was reminded that England's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a pass then.
Yeah, I don't know why it's a different day. Yeah.
Who knows?
Wasn't it set up by Hallmark though?
I think everything was.
Legit, it was like.
For
And
the entire world, though?
I know I saw this thing on online things that was set up by brands like Santa Claus never looked like that, and Coca-Cola made him red and big with a big beard, and Gillette started telling women that shaving their arms would attract men, but before then men didn't care. Imagine that.
Oh.
Well, in that case, we've been trying way too hard.
You just
And
added
also
20 more
a-
minutes of Sandy's day.
A perfume, apparently before, a perfume company started saying that body odor smelt bad, and that's why people started using perfume. Before that, no one cared as well. Yeah, there's like a big list of things, and Father's Day was set up to cash in on, I think something weird like moustache combs or something like that, but that's what they set it up. But anyway, all these holidays.
Well, the show's done for tomorrow, huh? What do you think?
Does your mom have a favorite song that you have, or like what's her
Have
perspective
you ever written a
as
song
mom?
for her or
Yeah.
anything like that?
I've never written a song for my mum. No, I think I don't know. I don't know if she'd care that much, but I wrote. I don't know. She's chilled. She likes her favorite song is a song on the new album, which is my favorite song as well, called "Thinking Out Loud."
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a good one.
We did a top 5 list of things mom wants for Mother's Day. Like, what's the number one thing that your mom wants from you for Mother's Day?
Me to be home, I think.
Yeah?
Spend some
Mhm.
time with her.
Does does she like to cook for you? You guys hang out? Do you play board games? What's quality time with your mom for you?
My mum's not a very good cook, if I'm honest. My mum's very good at cook. She's like oven stuff, anything that can be cooked in the microwave or oven quickly. So
Right.
she's very good at cooking a pizza and making it look like it's fine, but on the bottom it being jet black.
Don't we all
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that
yeah.
on Instagram? I
No,
mean,
but
honestly,
that's-
my
but
food looks
that's-
amazing.
That's a skill when
Yeah.
it looks perfect on top, and then the
Yeah.
bottom it's just. So and board games not so much. We played Monopoly, and my dad put the board together.
Oh, he's
halfway
that
through.
guy?
Well, yeah, because we do a thing. Because I'm such a boss at Monopoly, I'll
Right.
be playing it, and my mum will be losing. I'll just be like, "Join me, give me Mayfair Park Lane, which is the equivalent of Broadway and
Mhm.
the Blues." Anyway, I was like, "Yeah, come here." So we'll join forces, and then my brother will start losing, and then we'll all join forces, and then my dad. It will just be us versus my dad, and
That
we'll
makes
just-
total sense. You have different roads for the English version. It's like Abbey Road, Penny Lane. What is it?
No, I mean it's not a Beatles Monopoly.
I was having a Beatles moment. Sorry about that.
Speaking of that though, I hung out with Hanson when I went to go and play their city, and they have this like warehouse where their studio and management, they're all like self-run, like they run their own record label,
Right.
and they do their own merch, and they have Hansonopoly, and it's incredible. So it's all the cities that they would tour in, and you get little like metal figures of Hanson or like a tour bus or something like that, and then like so like. I wouldn't be. There's probably a Beatles Monopoly somewhere with Penny Lane and
Sure.
Abbey Road, but we have like Old Kent Road is the bad one, and Mayfair's the good one, and then there's
Okay.
lots of stuff in between like Oxford Street and.
By the way, can I just say I love how your stories start out. It's all like I have a set of Hanson figurines, and I was at a Seder with Usher this one time. I mean, it's beautiful.
It's only in America though when you because I think because the industry's so integrated
Yeah.
in America, but in England it doesn't happen so much. You know, I don't really have any interesting stories about like nights out. Well, I do, but they're just not with people that you'd be interested in. I'd be like, oh, went out on this night out with my mate Nick, and then ended up like in our boxes, like outside on a hill, going nuts.
So we
I had to finish that sentence, otherwise.
otherwise it gets weird. It gets weird at the end. So we had a topic this morning. We were talking about do's and don'ts on Facebook. So my question is, with regards to Facebook and Twitter, are there things that, since you have millions and millions of followers, and then a good portion of your friends probably have millions and millions of followers, are there like a set of celebrity Facebook rules where you guys like, don't do this, like we're here, but don't do this on
Half of
Twitter?
us aren't on Facebook.
Any
yeah.
sort of rules that you guys have to follow
like
because of your
bugs you.
celebrity?
I have a friend that just he accepts everyone. He's involved in music, in my music, and he accepts everyone that adds him. on Facebook, and then would tag me in a picture, and then
Oh, that
everyone's
connects
like,
with
he's
you.
got like 5,000 friends, and I had like 30, so I just like deleted my page. But so Facebook not so much. There aren't really any do's and don'ts on that. Twitter, never tweet anything negative. I always tell people this, like always be positive, because the negative stuff can always it just turns into a news story. Yeah. So don't tweet anything negative. And
Have you ever tweeted something on accident or wanted to change it, then you delete it, and then someone's already obsessed enough to like screen cap
Screen
it?
cap.
you know what? I made a lot of mistakes early on, like before anyone cared. So I've learned a lot more now. So I don't really make too many mistakes on Twitter. I don't think so. I make spelling mistakes. Yeah, but
That's
like
normal.
Who doesn't though?
Yeah.
that's normal. And then you get the grammar police coming out. You know, you'll write your instead of you are, or like I don't know. I don't really know how to spell restaurant. Like that's one word that I
Every
never know
time.
how to spell.
Where's the
Restaurants,
autocorrect?
Restaurants. Like how do you do
It's
it?
the AU.
Probably I can't do it. On every single text when I say
Right.
probably, I just say prolly.
Probably.
People just assume that I'm
That's easy.
shortening it, but I just don't know how to spell it.
I gotta say, we love watching you get so accomplished. By the way, with the
Oh,
new record
thank
and
you.
everything, because
Thank you.
I feel like San Francisco's been down with Ed since day one.
Yeah, the
and
bay's always been down. Legit.
we've all watched you grow, right? And now here we are, and we can't believe that we're here. And I mean, this girl brought you a bowl that she made.
She went to ceramics class for you.
She did, just for you. and it, because it brings
Do you know
it
what?
back.
In my house, in my house, literally my cupboard is just full of mugs and bowls and
Yeah.
stuff that fan and I do eat out of them. I got made a blanket by a fan, and that's what I use to watch TV, and I have that.
That's
on.
going to be a
It's quite nice.
cereal selfie by this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? Bowl
Maybe-
of cornflakes.
Thank you so much
In
for
his
this.
Ellen
It's really nice.
boxers.
It's really
Um,
cool.
It's exciting.
Is there anything? Is
You got
there
every
any?
song on here. Yeah.
Wow, she
Yeah.
just asked for the picture.
Should I put something in it to eat out of it, or cereal? Have you got cereal? I
We'll
mean,
find something.
Who does carry cereal around? You know what? If you get a
Sandwich.
spoon, I'll pretend to be eating something. You don't have to take a picture. We'll just take a picture like that.
Is there anything that you've received in the mail where you're like, whoa, that's awkward?
In the mail.
Or just in general, have anything that anybody's ever given you or that you've received where you're like, okay, that's a little off? Most of them are with love.
I mean, there was a weird stage where girls were going. You know those Tootsie Pops, the rings.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
There was a weird stage where girls were going through proposing with them, which is fine if they're in the packet, but some of them would be half sucks, and you're like, what am I
Oh,
supposed
and
to
we
do with
made
that?
out.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah.
So creepy.
I ended up getting very ill. I did a meet and greet in Italy, and it was a very sweaty day, and there were lots of people crying. And I think the combination of sweat, dribbling noses, and tears, and hugging everyone, I
sounds
just
so
got
delicious.
so ill. So I have to be quite careful now. I was out for about 2 weeks. Just
Yeah.
in bed, just kind of shivering, eating up my bowl. Yeah.
Well, we'd love to hear another song if you have
Yeah.
one.
Nothing
Yeah.
but success to you, man. Thank you so much. I
Thank
wanna
you
say
so
that before
much.
we get
I'm
into the
gonna
last
have to
song.
put this on the floor. 'cause I
I'll
can't
take that right here if you want.
Alright, thank you. So with this song, it actually sounds terrible unless you get involved. So you're going to have to sing. It doesn't have to be loudly. You can just kind of hum it or sing it quietly, because it is quite a chilled atmosphere right now. Usually you play it at a gig and everyone be screaming and shouting, but it's sing. So you know the bit in sing that goes. You sing that. A little bit louder. It's gonna sound chilled. Alright. So we're gonna do the lounge version of this song now, and it's basically gonna sound like, you know when you see videos of those Japanese cats kind of singing, going, it's that. So anyone watching at home, they're gonna be singing it. Alright. Sweet. It's late in the evening, gloss on the side. I've been sat with you for most of the night. Ignoring everybody here, we wish they would disappear. So maybe we could get down now. I don't wanna know if you're getting ahead of the program. I want you to be my lady, to hold your body close. Take another step into the no man's land for the longest time, lady. I need you, darling, come on, set the tone. If you feel you're falling, won't you let me know? Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. blaze. I saw flames from the side of the stage, and the fire brigade comes in a couple of days. Until then, we've got nothing to say and nothing to know, but something to drink and maybe something to smoke. Let it go until our roads change, singing we found love in a local rave. No, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say, but I can just figure it out and hope and pray. I told her my name, I said it's nice to meet you. Then she handed me a bottle of water filled with tequila. I already know she's a keeper, just from this one small act of kindness. I'm in deep shit if anybody finds out. I'm meant to drive home, but I drunk all of it now. No, sobering up, we just sit on the couch. One thing led to another, now she's kissing my mouth. Need you, darling, come on, set the tone. If you feel you're falling, won't you let me know? Woo-woo. Woo-woo. If you love me, come on, get involved. Feel it rushing through you from your head to toe. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. Sing. It works. Can you feel it? All the guys in here don't even wanna dance. Can you feel it? And I can hear his music from the back. Can you feel it? Found you hiding here, so won't you take my hand, darling, before the beat kicks in again? Well, can you feel that? Woo, whoa, whoa. Can you feel it? Oh, no. I need you, darling, come on, set the tone. If you feel you're falling, won't you let me know? Woo-woo. Woo-woo. If you love me, come on, get involved. Feel it rushing through you from your head to toe. Woo-woo. Woo-woo.
Ed Sheeran, new album out June 23rd called Multiply.
We
Thank
tried
you
our
very-
best, Ed.
yeah.
We tried our
thank
best.
you. Thank you for singing. It's always awkward in these quiet lounges because that's such an upbeat song that you kind of you don't want to be too upbeat because it might look a bit silly. So thank you for doing the Japanese cat singing.
Awesome, you guys.
Thank you.
Ed, man.
One more time for Ed Sheeran,
One more
everyone.
time, you guys. Ed Sheeran.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. One more time for Ed Sheeran. Everybody just sit tight really quick. Ed's going to go into the green room, catch his breath. We're going to get everybody lined up for meet and greet photos outside in the hallway. We'll start directing everybody in just a moment. Let us get these cameras stationed, and we'll start with getting everybody lined up. All right, sit tight.
Thank you, guys.